we're good, chat. Sorry about that. Morning, good morning. Morning, George.
Most Christians think of worship, they think of...
We're back. Yeah, my bad. Stream cut out. All right, good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing good. My bad, the stream just shut down on me. But we are back. How's everyone doing today? How we doing, chat? How we doing? Let's get everything set up here. Morning, morning, morning. All right. Doing good. Been in GJPY since yesterday's breakout. Added more on today. Very nice. GJ pumping, huh? Haven't really looked. All right. So had everything set up, but I don't know what happened. Stream crashed on me. Morning, Green. What's up, brother? Let's get the Zoom up and running, and then we'll get this party started. I don't even know why I'm drinking that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Morning, fam. Morning, morning, morning. It's a beautiful morning here. Let's share my screen. Get this show on the road. All right. What's good, Green? Looks like GJ can make another leg up. Yeah, we'll take a look at GJ here in a sec. All right. All right, I think we're good. Aim, fire, ready. Ready, fire, aim. Got Reen in the building. We got Warge in the building. We got Watt in the building. What up, everybody? What's the deal? What's the deal? Everyone doing good? Y'all ready for a good Tuesday? Second day of the week here. And looks like gold's getting ready to... Hey, Kate, good morning. Appreciate the likes, guys. If you can, just like the stream on the way in. Sub to the channel on the way in. And let's get this thing started. I gotta do one more thing here. Let's open up Forex Factory here. Take a look at the news here before we get going. But happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the stream. It is another beautiful day, another day to have the opportunity to be disciplined to our trading plan here today, and see if we can find some opportunities here in the market. Should have some volume coming in here today. Let's take a look at the news. Tuesday, we got CB consumer confidence here at 10. And got a couple yellow folders here around 8:30, so should be good. Should have some volume coming in here today. Didn't get any positions yesterday. Really wasn't any opportunities during the session, but I think afterwards price moved a bit. Let me fix this camera here. Ready? Watch this magic. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, perfect. All right. All right, gang, let's do it. Let's take a look here at gold. Hold on one sec. Let me just see what this, yeah. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame here. On gold, let's take a look at the monthly, because I believe tomorrow is going to be the last day of the month here. So looking at this monthly time frame here on gold, what do you notice? You notice that you have kind of rejected these all-time highs on gold, and you're now starting to push down. Very, very similar to what we have done here and what we have done here. And we could potentially now see that coming on down here, right? So you have these areas down here where price can come. You have these areas down here. So really just kind of have to wait this out and watch price action do its thing over the next couple weeks or months. But as of right now, we're closing very bearish here on the monthly time frame. Again, what is there, a day or two left here in February? I believe so. So monthly time frame is pretty bearish. We've broken the lows. We're starting to come down into the support level here. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame. And right now the weekly time frame is very bearish, right? So if you guys notice, the weekly time frame had a support right here, and we pushed up from that support. Pushing really nice bullish. Like these candles right here had so much momentum. None of them had a bottom wick at all. They just pushed straight up, and they came up into this zone up here and tried to do something, right? Couldn't really make it past that zone there on the weekly time frame. And you know, one thing that we noticed is that, you know, this candle right here closed strong bullish but no top wick. And when candles close with no top wick, that means that there's no range to drive, right? Anytime a candle closes and it has a big top wick, well, that means that the next candle has room to fill the wick and move up, right? This candle had no top wick, so that means that there's no range, right? Anytime you see a wick, that means that this right here is a range for price to fill. This right here, right? This is going to be a range now that price can fill, and that's where you hear the term wick fill come from, right? So again, this candle closed with no top wick, meaning that there was a very low probability for the next candles to continue driving up. And what do we see? We noticed that that next candle pushed up, broke the high, but wasn't able to go anywhere. Very weak bullish. Next candle, even weaker bullish. And then this candle here broke all the lows and closed very strong bearish, right? And one thing, if you look left, we'll notice that this candle closed below this area of support, indicating that we can now start to push back into this range here, right? So now you're sitting in this range here on the weekly time frame, right? This is your new range. You have your support here where price is coming down to potentially retest at this point. So that's kind of been this support right here has been on our radar at 1790 here for the past few weeks, right? We've seen all this happen. We noticed that price started breaking through and coming back down to retest that support. So let's get some more information here on the daily. If you guys do remember, daily candle had this range right here, right? For a couple days we were trying to break through here, and then we were trying to break through here, and then we finally broke through, and then all these daily candles tried one thing, right? They all tried to close above this support here, but what do you notice? Wick, wick, wick after wick, right? So all rejections, right? All bullish closes, but all rejecting that support. So it became very, very evident that price now wanted to continue heading down. This candle engulfed, and here we go, right? So price has now pushed down pretty nicely. Yesterday we did close bullish, and we did mention that we could possibly close bullish here yesterday, and we seen that happen, right? So one thing about this daily time frame is that we have closed below this area. Although we closed bullish, we still closed below. And now you have price breaking the lows on the daily time frame. So now you could prepare for price to come down anywhere into these zones here, right? To hit these next supports, 1791, 1779, but I think we'll be more so in these areas right here from 1790 to 1791. That's kind of the range that we're breaking back into at this point, and that range is that's a 2500 pip range. So it looks small because we're on the daily time frame, but it's a pretty large range there, right? So daily candle has now broken the low. We've respected the high, we've broken the low. Chances are you're looking at a daily celery play here today, right? To come back down into this area right here. Price can most definitely start pushing. So remember, we closed below this level, right? And if this was a 30-minute time frame and it was 9:30 a.m., we would be all prepared for sells, right? We would be ready to go once that low broke for price to continue down. And I believe that is what we can see today, right? So 5 p.m. Eastern, price could potentially look like this today. So take a picture of it. We'll see what happens. But so we know we're bearish. We've stayed below this zone. We closed bullish. We've broken the lows. Now, how are we going to find positions here today? How are we going to find a direction here for us to take trades, right? So let's scale down to the 4-hour time frame, see what it's got going on. So clearly you have a support right here where price is attempting now to close below, and you have a resistance right here, right? So right now we're currently sitting in this range on gold on the 4-hour time frame. So let's look left, see what we got to the left hand side. You have a support there as well. You have a resistance here as well. And if you notice, this is a bit of some chop, right? Some chop here, some chop here, and I guess you could say some chop right around here. So what are we looking for now? So if we're looking for sells today based on the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame, well, then where can we find sells, right? Where can we safely and confidently look for sells here today? So one thing, if you notice here, since yesterday, price has attempted to break through this support, but never one time has it closed below. It's wicked down, it's attempted it, but never once has price actually closed below this support level here. So chances are that if we get a closure below there today, looking left, then, and it's the same support as yesterday, I believe, right? Looking left, you have clean traffic coming down into these zones here. Now you do have a little bit of hiccups right here, right? And if we're in positions, that's where we're going to be looking to go risk-free at that point. Or you can just take your sells below here, right? But I think we're going to be pretty clean below this area today. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think we're going to be pretty clean below that support. Let's take a look left here, or right, back over here. So you have the support down here. You have a resistance up here. Let's go mark off the daily high here. So yeah, so if you do break back above here, you're going to start breaking the previous candle high. So I think buys will be good above that area. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Same thing, right? So sells are going to be good below here because we have attempted to close below here many times, never could do it. So once we actually get a candle to close, that candle is now doing what all those other candles have not been able to do, and that's close below this range here. So if we do get a closure below, we'll be looking to take sells coming on down into this 1800 area, 1801. So let's look at left. And let's just draw our zone here. And then buys as well, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Buys, we're gonna have to wait for above this area here because we need to break the daily highs. If we're gonna go against the daily, when we've already broken the lows, we've closed below support, we're gonna need a break of these daily highs to even attempt buys at this point today. And that's gonna be above this 875 level here. So that's what I'll be waiting for, buys, unless price starts to give us some sort of a range, new ranges, right? So if price comes up like this and starts to give us some sort of a new range, right? Something like this, and we come down, we create some sort of support, right? And then we start pushing back up, then we could look to take our buys at the closure. But we're going to need that range too right here, right? So once we get that, then we can confidently say, hey, we've created another support, we've created another resistance, we've created a new support, price breaks above, should be clean to drive up at that point. Right, so that's what we'll be waiting for here on gold. And yeah, I'm gonna stay out of this range here today. Gonna stay out. Let's just mark this off here. Let's see what that is. You do have another support right here, right? So if this candle does decide to flip bullish, you can start that uptrend moving forward at that point. But as of right now, we don't see that happening. We are coming to this level of support here though, so we'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. But as of right now, that's going to be the levels here. Let me just see what this is. Yeah, it's just yeah, you're going to want to see these daily highs break. If we didn't break the lows already and come on down, and if we weren't below this support right here, then we could have a different idea here for buys. But from right now, what it's looking like to me is daily salary play to come on down. That's going to line up with the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame. So that's what we're going to stick to here as of now. If things change, I'll obviously remark up the charts, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. This candle closed with no bottom wick. So 7:30, you got about 30 minutes till the NY open, and we should get some volume in at that point. So we'll just hang tight here and sit it out like we do every day and wait for our setups to present themselves. Four-hour has retested the low right here, so we don't know what it wants to do at this point, right? We don't know if it wants to continue down, if it wants to create a support now that it's retested the support and push back up. So we just gotta wait, right? We just gotta hang tight, sit on our hands, and wait to see what happens here. One thing we know is we do have a resistance that was formed here. which, you know, should be able to push price down at that point. So yeah, we just have to sit tight here, wait a little bit. We got news coming in at 8:30. We got news coming in at 10. So should have plenty of opportunities here today, chat.
Good morning, brother.
Yo, yo. Morning, champ. How we doing?
Doing great.
Good, good. Let's take a look at pound yen. So pound yen is, we were expecting some sort of a pullback here yesterday. Never got it. You had the 1 hour celery play, pushing price up, which was pretty nice. So shout out to everyone who got in these pound yen buys here yesterday. And some people in the chat are still holding, which is fire trade. I think we pushed up, what? After breaking these highs, about 200 pips here on GJ. So perfect. And I think the daily, yeah, daily closed really nice. Really nice. So if you look, let's take a look at the monthly here. So perfect. So it looks like we've created a support here on the monthly time frame. We had this nasty rejection, right? And then price pushed up, retraced, came down, and now has created a support. So that's one good thing about GJ, is that we have finally created the support that we needed, and that has kicked the year off here for us. So let's go to the weekly time frame. One thing we noticed about the weekly time frame is that we were stuck in a range for quite some time, right? A couple weeks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. We were caught up in this range. We were waiting patiently for price to make a move and break out of this range. And we have now finally seen that with this candle right here, right? This bullish candle has now broken out of the range. And now if you look left, we have clean candles to the left-hand side. And it looks like we can push back up now to retest those highs, right? So weekly time frame on pound yen is finally looking good. Finally getting some action here. Daily time frame, remember yesterday I said we kind of really want to see this daily close. One thing about the daily here is that we closed above the most recent resistance, but you still have a resistance here that we closed right at, and we also closed with no top wick, but this candle could very well make its way up, you know, into these ranges up here today. So we'll have to keep an eye on GJ and take a look at the lower time frames here. So let's scale down and get some more information out of this on the 4 hour time frame. So 4 hours clean, right? We are coming up to this area of support right here, where we could start to see a little bit of a hold up, but this was a clean move right here, and that's why you see price move so clean, right? So 4 hours bullish, 1 hour is pretty bullish, but it looks like we're starting to create that support there on the 1 hour time frame. And I think we're gonna need a closure back above here, right? Because we don't want to get caught up here. So I think if we get a closure above here, that we could attempt buys coming up today, right? Because if you look left, right, when you had this candle close above, price drove up. When you had this candle right here close above, price drove up, right? Candle close above, price drove up. So I think today if we do see this candle close above this area at 165,590, then you should be able to see a pump up here today. Now, will we create a support, right? That's one thing that we really want to see, right? We want to see price come down a little bit, create some sort of a support so we can push back up. But yeah, that's what GJ is looking like. So shout out to all you guys holding buys right now, because that's a pretty nice position there. So let's mark this up here. Buys above. And at this point, we're just gonna chill out, wait for some sort of a pullback, right? Maybe we get some sort of a pullback and a range to form, because we want to form a range, right? So we want to see some sort of a pullback at this point. Oh, not purple. We want to see a red. We want to see something like this, right? Where price can come down and then create some sort of a support down here to continue pushing up. Now once we get that closure, we'll be looking to take buys coming back up. So that's kind of the idea here for pound yen today. See if we can get that, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. Sells, I mean, you would need a range too, right? You would need some sort of a range to form below here. So you would need something like this. If you want to take sells today, you have that support there. So you're going to need some sort of a breakout, and then, you know, some sort of a retest of that zone. So you're going to have to see some sort of support, right? And then let's say we create a support and price closes above and then closes back below. Now you've created some sort of a resistance, right? So now you say, okay, we got a support here, right? We have a new resistance here, and now you can take your sells coming back down. So you get this closure below, and then you got clean candles to the left-hand side that we could take advantage of, right? So that's the only way we'll be looking for sells today. If we get some sort of a range to breakout, because we are very bullish here on the daily time frame. So makes sense. Gabish. Makes sense. I think you could take buys above here today on gold. So range 2 buys up above here. And I believe that's going to be the day. Right, so range 2 buys above here. We got sells below here. That's it. That is the day. Now we just sit and wait. The fun part. The fun part. So TPs on gold here, on gold buys could, you know, fill this range up here, right? So you got clean traffic to the left-hand side. But again, we need that range too. We need that range too, because if we do get this closure above, and for those that don't know about the range 1, range 2, we've in a way figured out how to avoid, not all the time, but avoid fake outs, right? So here we are. If we get some sort of a closure above this area, you're gonna need some sort of a range too. We're not gonna take our buys just like yesterday. We're not gonna take our buys at this point, right? Because what'll happen a lot of times is you'll notice that price will break the highs, come back down, and it'll leave a fake out here for price to continue back down, right? So there's a way that we found that we could avoid fake outs the majority of the time, and that's by waiting for a second range, right? So I already explained the range 2 in this, but you know, if we break out of the range, then it's going to look something like this. All right, let's say push up, push up. You know, we get a candle right here. If you notice, there's also another area right here that we could tap into, right? So if we can get a second range to form above this area where you create a resistance, and you don't know you have a resistance until what, chat? until a bearish candle closes, right? You don't want to predict that there's a resistance here, right? We just want to watch, and when a candle closes, that's when we know we have a resistance, and then we're going to look for some sort of support to be created, right? And then we could take our buys right here. Cool? Cool beans? Any questions, comments, concerns? But that's going to be the day here. How many pips you trying to catch on GJ? Whatever the market's got, right? So right now there's clean traffic here. Let's say on gold, right? So right now we have clean traffic up into this 1816 area, right? So let's do the pip count here. So that range is 35 pips. So in this case, I'd be looking to catch 35 pips, right? You don't want to set a goal in trading. You don't want to set, oh, I want to catch 50 pips today, or I want to catch, 30 pips today, right? You don't want to have goals like that in trading, because then you're putting yourself in a box. You're trying to force something onto your trading that's may not be there, right? Because if you want 100 pips today, and the ranges are only 35 or 65 pips, so what are you going to do? Are you just going to hold that position until 100 pips gets to you? Or are you going to look to secure some profits where the market says, hey, secure profits here because I am in this range, right? So that's what you want to do. You don't want to set goals here in trading and force yourself to do anything. I just take what the market gives me every single day. Some days it's 10 pips, some days it's 60 pips, some days it's 40 pips, right? Some days it's 80 pips. So you don't want to have goals, man. You don't want to have goals like that in trading. You don't want to force R to R's here in trading. You want to look clearly at the candles. You want to look at the charts, and you don't want to look at them like this. You don't want to look like this. You want to zoom in, man. You want to see what's going on with the candles, what ranges we have, where's clean ranges, where's the nasty ranges. You want to mark your levels off like we've just done. You want to look for clean traffic to the left, and that's where you want to trade in, right? So today's very, very simple. This range right here, I am not touching. I'm staying out of this range 100%. From 1807 to 1812, I am not touching this range. From above here, I will look to take positions. Above here, I will look to take positions. And above here, I'll look to take positions. Right? But in this range is a no-go. And then down here, I will look to take positions as well. Right? So that's kind of what we're looking at here today. You want to see what the market is offering you, right? You don't want to have that goal. You don't want to say, I need, my goal every day is 50 pips. What happens if the market don't give you 50 pips? What happens if it only gives you 25 pips? Because if you look left, there's a resistance or a support. Are you just going to continue to hold your position just because you want 50 pips, or are you going to take what the market gives you? Right? So that's the idea here. That's how you get in and out efficiently every day and make money in the markets, is that you wait for your setup to show up. You look for clean ranges to the left that price could potentially push through, and that's the ranges you want to trade. So that's the idea. That's what we're looking at here today. Big money over here, right? Oh. Big money. All right. And this is going to be a no trade range here. So that is the day here.
Learn to adapt to the markets.
Yep.
Just like you would say.
Exactly. Just learn to adapt, right? Learn to adapt. Right? If you're in a sell right here and you're coming up to this really strong support area, and your goal for the day is X amount of pips, right? Let's say you're in a sell from here and you want 100 pips, but you see price coming into the support level. Are you just gonna hold right? Is it just going to be stop loss or TP? Because I remember trading that way, right? And my one thing I noticed about my trades is that they would almost instantly go 10, 15, 20 pips into profit, and then all of a sudden it would pull back on me, right? Because I wasn't looking left. I wasn't understanding price action and where the market was. So not paying attention to this support right here, I would just say, nope, price has to come to 1800. It has to get there, right? No, price doesn't have to do a damn thing, right? Just because we want it to do something does not mean that it has to do what we want it to do. You have to look and see where the market, what the market is saying to you. And right here, the market is obviously screaming, hey, major support, right? If you're in sells from up here, you may want to look to secure some positions here, right? May want to look to move stops to break even here, whatever the case is. But you don't want to force the market to try and do something that you want it to do, just because you want it to do that. Feel me? I don't enter GJ without a 30 pip reward. Nice. That's what happened during Asian session last night. Faked me out after the closure above. Yes, so pay attention to that. Pay attention and rewatch what we spoke about. And always, if you're going against the daily bias, always remember that range 2. Always remember to look for a range 2 and wait for a range 2 to play out. That is going to save you from so many fake outs. That has saved me from fake outs. And you know, obviously we can never fully avoid fake outs, right? But you put the chances, or you put the odds in your favor when you're going to wait for that range 2. And sometimes, guess what? The train's going to leave the station on you, and that's perfectly fine as long as you stick to your plan. That's all that really matters in trading. Is that what you're risking? RR is honestly irrelevant. When you have a system where you have backed up sample size data and you only execute, right? So we're talking about the patient traders here who stay disciplined to their trading plan, who only execute on grade A setups that you have done the work on, right? We've done the work on this for 2 years on these setups. And when you have that sample size data, where we're seeing 80% win rates plus on gold here, RR becomes irrelevant at that point.
Don't focus on RR, just focus on winning.
Yep, because if prices, let's say we're in sells here, right? If price is coming into, where can we have an example, right? Let's say right here, right? Let's say you get into some sells right here. Oh, right here. And you are looking for your 2 to 1, your 3 to 1, whatever the case is. Yes, you've got it, right? But if you notice right here, you're gonna run into some sort of support here, right? Potential support. So this is where I would move my stops to break even, right? Making it a risk-free trade, maybe closing partials and now holding it to overall target, right? But you just don't want to blindly hold it till target just because, right? So that's the idea there. Let's take a look at the Dow here. Good old US30. Looks like we got sells below there yesterday. Pushed down pretty nice. So let's take a look here at the weekly on US30. Weekly closed nice last week. Let's see the monthly. Monthly has closed, or will close bearish in the next day or two. Broke the lows, which is pretty nice. Weekly time frame was kind of caught up in this consolidation here for a bit to kick the year off, right? And now we finally have a candle that is pushed down and closed below the support here, right? So this monthly candle hasn't really done, I mean, this weekly candle hasn't really done much at this point. It's kind of just, you know, flipped bullish and made a top wick, hasn't broken the lows, so we don't really know what this this weekly candle wants to do just yet. We do know that the previous one did close pretty strong bearish though, right? So let's take a look here at the daily time frame. Daily time frame closed bullish yesterday, and has now created a bottom wick for its buddy, and it looks like it's pushing up, so it could push up, fill this wick here today. Let's take a look at the lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame has a nice grab right here in terms of like an exhaustion wick. So we've tapped into that support, price is pushed back up, broken the highs on the 4-hour time frame, and this was the range you were in, and now it looks like you're poking your head out of there. So price could very well come up today and retest these highs up here and even fill this wick right on the daily candle. So potentially some pretty nice buys here on US30 today. So let's take a look at the 1-hour candle. You have a resistance right here that has been formed that we're rejecting a little bit right now. I believe if you get a closure above here on the 1-hour time frame here in 4 minutes or 6 minutes, that you know, you could potentially start to push up here on US30. So yeah, sells are probably a lot better below this area down here, and this is kind of the range that you're stuck in at this point. So you want to see a break out of this range right here for US30. Looks like the 30-minute did close above. If you get this 30-minute to close above bearish, then you do have your 30-minute celery play there, and you can expect price to push up, right? Clean traffic to the left all the way up to these areas, and that should be a pretty nice run here. So you probably see that at some point today on US30, unless we just decide to reject right here. Yeah, you always have to have a trade management plan. Yeah, so let's say you're targeting 60 pips. If you run into some, let's say you're in this position right here, right? You're in a buy, right? Well, you know, you look left and you notice that there's some resistance here, right? So this is an area where you want to go risk-free, or you want to secure some profits. That's all we're saying, right? Can price drive? Absolutely, but we're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna be greedy, right? We're gonna take what the market gives us. We're either gonna go risk-free at this point, close some partials, and just hold, right? Just hold the rest of it. So the idea with scalping is you want to secure some profits at that resistance, right? You pushing up, you can potentially reject in this area. You want to either make your trade risk-free, so there's no more risk on the line, right? And close partials, or just hold the trade and see if it can turn into an intraday trade. There's nothing wrong with that either. A lot of times we'll close partials and I'll just let my runner do the intraday work for me. you don't trade that way, you lose all or nothing. That's fine too. Every trading style works, right? It's just the way we trade. You don't go BE, I'm a breakout trader, price should move. That's fine. Do your thing. Yep. Yeah, listen, every trading style works. It all works. It's just which one works for your brain, which one works for your personality, and which one are you going to find the most success on, right? So personally for me, I found the most success here, and that's why I trade this way. But if you find success that way, then by all means stick to that trading system, right? That's your system. That's the one that works best for your brain and your personality and your pockets, right? So as long as that shit's working good for your bank account and your profits, then stick to it. With my intraday system that I used to trade, it was about a 40 to 60% win rate. And I don't like that. I like 80 to 90. And when you have an 80 to 90% win rate and you know how to manage risk and manage a trade properly, then RR really doesn't matter. But if you're trading that style, then yes, RR is gonna matter for you for sure. Because if you're gonna be 40%, 50%, 60%, then you definitely want to get 2 to 1s, 3 to 1s, right? So you can be successful with that. Pound yen, gold created that support. We got 1 minute here for the NY Open. Yeah, George. Yep. For sure. 100%. So we scalp, right? We're not intraday traders. I forgot to send the Zoom link. Hold up. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming by here today. Sub to the channel, like the stream if you can. We do have a free Discord as well that you guys are more than welcome to join. So come on in and join the community, join the team, join the squad. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, we got a lot of talk here. Oh, okay, just yeah. So, stream post. But yeah, I do love talking about stuff like that because I used to trade intraday. So I understand both sides of it. Right? I understand the move that you're waiting for. I understand exactly what you're saying. I just chose to not trade like that anymore, right? So I just chose that this way was a better way and it fits me better, and that's what I stick to. But I have traded intraday, right? I've used Fibonacci's, I've used trend lines, I've used moving averages, I use key levels, right? I've used all these things. So I found more success here. And there's plenty of money to be made both ways. Plenty. Plenty. I know guys who are multi-millionaires who trade RR, risk to reward, just like you. V, just like you. And then I know plenty of guys who are multi-millionaires who trade this way. So either way is great. Morning, Tandy.
Good morning. What you guys do? Good morning.
Morning. Also, sometimes we get a tight stop loss, which could be 10-15 pips, and then 40 pip range to drive. Just see what the market gives us each day. Take what we can. Yeah, exactly, George. So, right, sometimes you're gonna have tight stop losses, right? So let's say that this candle closes below, right? Johnny boy.
Scotty and George, good morning, my boys.
Scotty. Right? And then we can take this trade, right? So at this point, we would have in this situation, what would we have here? We would have a stop loss of 27 pips, TP of 60 pips, right? So it's not that every trade we take is going to be like that, right? Or you could even have current candle stops, which we use sometimes, right? And what would this be? This would be a 15 pip for a 60 pip, right? So it's always going to be different. Every trade is a bit unique in its own way, in terms of setup, in terms of stop loss, in terms of RR. So it's not just one thing fits all. Every trade is just a bit unique in its own way. So hopefully that makes sense.
Uh-oh, you're on freaking excess.
No. I actually ran out this morning to go to the gas station. I was like, let me get a Red Bull.
Was it sugar free?
Nah. My endorphins are going nuts. They're like, oh my god, it's sugar first thing in the morning.
You're getting those wings for sure.
Red Bull early dose. Yeah, I usually don't do this. I usually stay fasted with water until like 5 p.m.
You're alone, dude.
Hey man, I got 2 little kids, and it's steered me away from the gym a bit here over the past year and a half. So gotta make up for it with the diet. Ground beef all day.
Yep.
Sir.
Red Bull, yeah. Man, I was drinking Bang at one point. Yo, stay away from Bang.
That's heart palpitation city over there.
Yeah, you don't want Bang, man. You do not want Bang. Your heart's gonna be banging.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be awesome to see something like this here. And if we don't get that, then we can always adjust our bias and wait for our close above here for a range 2 buy. Right. This would be the best. If this happens, we can take our buys, push them back up. That would be ideal here. But we won't be taking buys unless we get a range 2 here. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. But VQ, man, thanks for bringing all that up. You know, it's definitely something good to talk about, right? Because there's multiple strategies, there's multiple systems, there's multiple ways to earn money in this market, and it's not one size fits all, right? Everyone's gonna have a different way of doing things, and that's totally fine, right? That is totally fine. Whatever works best for one is the best system, right? If that system works best for you, then that you should stick. I would recommend you stick with that system. Because at the end of the day, it's all on you. Your own success is on you. You don't want to just do something because I'm doing it, right? I'm just a normal guy, you know, trading the way I trade, right? You want to do what's going to work best for you. There is no right or wrong answer.
And he's confident in the way that he trades too. He seems like he likes it. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's all. Massive W for you. You found a strategy that works and makes you.
Exactly. Most people are still trying to work on that. So if you found something that works for you, and you have, you know, 6 months to a year of success on that system, then by all means, keep doing it. Do you trade impulse moves? I know what you're thinking. Impulse entry right here, right? So yeah, I do trade impulse, but we're not going to take any impulse entries here today.
Like there is a probability that way gets filled, but
yep. Today we're going to be good boys and girls, and we're just going to wait for a candle to close. I found that I have the most success when I wait for candles to close. I found that impulse entries, at the end of the day, they're always going to be 50-50, right? But if I can stick to my plan and my playbook that I know has, you know, higher win rate than that, I'd rather be in an 80% win rate trade than a 50%. You know, nothing wrong with impulse entries. Obviously, 8 a.m. open, volume coming in, you break these lows, you should come down to fill this wick. I've learned all that from Raja. I've also done that plenty of times, but at this point, I'm going to just be sticking to waiting for candles to close. There's really only 3-4 setups that we take. You know, it's either a simple breakout, something like this. Simple close below the range. Next candle, entry. All right, and look to drive price down, going along with the bias on the higher time frames. This would be my confirmation candle, and then this right here would be the trading candle. Right? So that's a breakout, and then we also will trade fake outs, right? So let's say we get this candle right here to push up, right? And we get a closure above this area. Well, what we could potentially see is, being that we are going against the higher time frame moves, you could potentially see a fake out occur. So this is what we call a fake out back into the range. Shout out to Don Vo, he taught us this. And then we would look to take our positions coming down after this fake out has happened. Right, so this would be our indication that we have the fake out. When a candle closes above the range, clean traffic to the left, most retail traders are thinking perfect, we're going to get ourselves into buys, and I was there at one point. And this is typically where you're going to see a fake out. That's why we wait for a range 2 to form when we're going against the daily and the weekly bias, right? So this would be our confirmation right here, this fake out, and then this would be our trading candles, right? So we would take this position, you know, to come back down, retest the support down here. So that's really setup number 2. And setup number 3 would be very simple. Let's say you push up, or let's say you push down. All right, you push down here, and we always like to wait for volume to come into the market as well. So a lot of times we've seen this happen. Let's say 9 a.m. Eastern, and then, or 8:30, and then your 9 o'clock candle will look something like this. right? It'll be a bullish candle, but it'll close below that range. And then we would take our sells coming back down at that point. Once these lows get broken, we'll look to take a position like this. Always, always, always keep your eyes out for this pattern. This was a 90% win rate, 92% win rate last year on this, what we call celery play. So that's another setup. And then the last one is pretty simple, right? Last one's pretty simple. You push down, you create some sort of support, right? Right, let's say the daily's bullish. After you create some sort of support right here, gotta wait for a bullish candle to close, and then we would look to take our buys coming back up, right? Very simple, just retrace support, push back up. And then vice versa when it comes to sells. So that's really all we look for. Celery up. Yes, Don Vo called it that. I learned it on his stream, and we just stick with the name. On average, how many trades do you take per week? Like so far this year, I mean, February's been a slow month here, but on average, we would take like 1 to 2 trades a day. On average, so 5 to 10 trades a week, sometimes more. 30-minute only? No. So that could happen on the 1 hour, that could happen on the 4 hour. Right now, you're seeing it on the daily, right? So you're seeing this pattern on the daily, right? If you look, take away all this, daily candle has closed below this range, and you have the bearish close, you have a bullish close now, and now you're seeing the lows break, and this candle could potentially start to drive down, you know, throughout the session, and that would be your celery play, and that would be off of a daily time frame, right? So it could happen on all time frames. One thing about gold daily though is this this support here, right, that we tapped. So, but if we broke the lows, we should continue to drive down. That would make sense on the weekly time frame as well. You re-break those lows, you're coming back down to the 1790 area. You feel me? Good question. But you notice how when we were talking about risk to reward earlier, how price is now rejecting, right? So that's why if you're pushing down into these areas, and let's say you have a goal to get down here, you know, well, what happens if we just start pulling back up now, right? So that's why we always look to secure some profits or just move our stops to break even, making it a risk-free trade at that point, right? Trading is not all about making money, right, and bringing in money. It's very much about managing money, right? Managing your account well, keeping the money that's in there, right? So how do you make sure you're keeping money in there? Well, when you're in profit and price is coming into a heavy area of rejection, heavy area of support, you just move your stops to BE, right? Let's say you're in it right here, you move your stops to break even, and now you just, you know, wait to see what happens. If price decides to close below, well, awesome, right? You're now risk-free and price is going to come down and do what you want it to do. But if price just happens to push back up and wants to retrace, well, now you're stopped out at break even, which is fine. Nothing was lost. Maybe a little bit of commissions, right? But at least you don't get your full stops hit. It's all about managing, right? You got to be a good steward to your account. Treat your account with care and love and kindness. But this should be nice. I have a feeling that we're gonna get something that looks like this. Oh, wrong color. All right, come down. You need a nice little pullback. Boom, we close below. We'll be looking for sells here today. There is news coming out here at 8:30. A couple yellow folders here. Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, we only have like a red folder at 10.
Yeah, 10 a.m. So we should be good to get positions before that here today.
Do you ever use you look at the dollar chart, right? The XY.
Yes. Yep. How's that looking right now?
So today it got rejected at resistance.
Getting resistance, yeah. I thought.
Got a bad bearish candle. But I mean, sometimes gold goes the opposite direction of what the dollar is saying. So
Yeah.
there's sometimes influence with it.
Yep. Yep. How long you been full-time trading? I mean, honestly, I haven't really had much of a job since like 2018, 2019. Little BS things here and there. But trading's been my main focus here. I've had other businesses.
You've seen that whole like prime thing that they've had like over in UK, right?
Yeah, yep.
Like it's like they can't supply enough of them. People go crazy over it.
Yep.
George, is there any way we can send you prime and we can make money on it? You know?
Talk to us, George. Let's get this UK market popping.
For real, I see so much prime at my Publix and Walmart.
Hey, thanks for stopping by the stream. Like it up for me. Like the stream, sub to the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. We got a lot of good plans for this channel. You know, we want to help you guys, right? We want to kind of give a little bit of our experience and put it out there for you guys. If it makes sense to you, you know, we love to see your success here in trading. If price will stop at support and close bearish and then the next candle close bullish, then you wouldn't wait for resistance to form and then go long? Yeah, so the only buys I'm taking are going to be above here. If we can get a closure above and a range 2 breakout, then I would take buys, but other than that, this range I'm just going to completely stay out of. It's not the best trading range, right? You want to look left and see what's going on. I look left right here, and all I see is a ton of rejections, right? But when I look left above here, I see clean traffic, right? Clean traffic in this range. Clean traffic. So that's what you want to do, right? Number one, you want to come to the charts. You want to find a bias on the day. You want to mark up your ranges. You want to look for clean traffic for price to move swiftly through. And then you just want to wait until you get price into those areas and then take your trades there. Send them over. I'll make stall and get it popping. Send over a whole bulk shipment. So you had your 820 comics open. That's why you've seen the volume there. Now let's see if we can continue down and close below.
George.
Call it time to drink prime. That actually sounds pretty dope.
That is sick. They're like a street team, a trading street team for Prime.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's good.
Good question though, but yeah, I wouldn't take buys in this range. I mean, at the end of the day, price has to, if it is going to close above here, it's got to get there some way, right? So someone's making money on these pips, which is fine. You don't have to catch every move in the market. So these are someone else's pips, they're not mine. My pips are up here. And the reason my pips are up there is because that's where I have the best sample size data in my history when it came to taking positions. Copy link. So I'll put the link in the Discord for you guys. I mean the Discord link in the chat. If any of you guys want to jump on, come join the community. So we never broke the low here. Chances are if we re-break this high, we should be able to pump up. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with not getting these pips. And when the maturity kicks in as a trader, you're gonna stay very disciplined to your playbook and what you know works. So that's where we're at. How's it going, y'all? Any sneaky loots? Yo, XAU Goblins in the house. Good to see you. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday.
Only common loot right now. Dude.
Always
No
good
rare,
to
right?
see the goblin. What'd you say?
Only common loot right now. No rare loot. You know. Crazy. Yeah.
The goblin is in the house. Goblin up them pips. So 820 pushed us down a bit. Let's see if this 30-minute candle can close below. 30-minute candle can close below. We'll look to take entries below here. Should be good to get some positions today here though. Oh, Tuesday. As we say every day, another day to be disciplined to the plan, right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're just being disciplined. I listen to a lot of professional traders who've been doing this for longer than I've been alive. And what's one common theme I find in all of them is that they are very disciplined to their plan. Patience is a common theme. What's the levels for buys today? I'm looking for buys. So looking for range 2 buys above 1812 here. Got this 30-minute resistance here, pretty strong area. A lot of rejections at this level, a lot of rejections and closes back down. So I think if we can get a candle to close above here, then we should be good to pump up. Clean traffic to the left. Definitely would need some sort of a range 2 breakout though. I want to stay out of all this today. Buys in this area right here are not too hot. A lot of rejections. Yep, once it's on account, forgetting the account balance, pips, profit for a year, just focusing on process. Dude, you couldn't have said it any better. None of that stuff matters, right? The only thing that matters is, do you have a successful process and system, and are you successfully sticking to that process? That's all that matters. Always remember, trading is a game of probabilities. There's always going to be another trade. There's never reason to have FOMO, right? Never reason to have FOMO. And there's always going to be another trade. Trades, positions are like buses, right? There's always another one coming. Always another one coming. Oh, okay. Pound yen starting to break back above here, getting some rally going. Yeah, if you take buys here, you basically have resistance right off the rip, another resistance right off the rip, right? So you'd rather wait, or I'd rather wait. Rather get hit with a trade than a bust, bro. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by a bust. US30 starting to pump back a little bit. Pound yen, if we can get a bottom wick, we could look to take a position here. Got about a 20 pip range going up. Need some sort of a bottom wick though. Pound yen's been on a tear here since yesterday, just ripping. So 8:30, nothing here on gold just yet. We'll wait for this 1 hour candle to close. That'll be the 4 hour candle as well. You just never know. This 4 hour candle may flip bullish, close at this support bullish, and start to pump up for the day. $18.13, yeah, it's an area of resistance there. You talking about this? Yep. Yes, good eye. Yep, definitely. That's why what we'll wait for here is the range 2. So we're gonna wait. If we do get a breakout, we're not gonna take our buys right away. Remember we spoke about this earlier, right? We're not gonna take our buys right away on this pump. We're gonna look for some sort of a resistance to form there. And then a support. And then once we get that support, we can look to take our buys on this candle. And that's how we're going to avoid a fake out here. Because chances are, you can see some sort of a fake out at this point. And let's say that's what let's say that's a 15-minute time frame. The 30-minute time frame will look like this. It'll look like a celery play. So you'll see that form on the lower time frame, and then this is what it will look like on the 30-minute time frame. And then we'll catch our buys coming back up at the break of these highs. Position would look something like this. But we're pushing down. This is nice too, because now we've formed a resistance, possibly, right? We've possibly formed this resistance right here. So if this candle can now close below, that would be awesome. Right, and we'll look to take sells coming down. We got this wick to fill right there. When do wicks get filled? In times of volume. Time flies when you're having fun. Where's my boy Ant Fernandez? Is Mr. Fernandez in the chat? Is he in the chat today? My man puts in that overnight work, so he might be sleeping. He might be sleeping. What up, Bicos?
I woke up at like 3:30 and then fell back to sleep.
Bicos is on the West Coast.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we forgot to. Hey, yo, AJ. What up, brother?
hey, what's good?
Good morning. Yeah, if this candle would have a bottom wick, I would say we're in this, but no bottom wick. So it's one thing to have your setup show up. Now you have to check the boxes on your entry, right? And in order for me to take an entry, here, I need a bottom wick. So I need something like this. I need this bottom wick here. Because 80 to 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks. If this one doesn't have one just yet, there's a high probability it comes down to make one. So that's what I've seen, and that's what I stick to in my playbook. I'm gonna need a bottom wick. Unless you want to keep your stops below here, which is fine.
Andy Bandy, I missed that, man. I hope you're doing great with the kids.
AJ's the man.
Hope your wife's
What up,
doing
AJ?
great. Hope you're achieving the greatest things.
Yeah, he's doing good.
For sure. I've been seeing your stories, so dude, keep on killing it.
What you looking at, AJ? What you looking at today? FX all day. Tandy bandy up. Do 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 do. Right now an AUD JPY swing, so I'm not looking for anything at the moment. Nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Oh baby, yep. See US30 while we were talking about RR, right? You always want to look left and see where price can reject, but you can't see that really when you're like this, right? Pretty tough. That's why we've learned to zoom in and look at just pure candles here. Possibly making a support down in these areas. But we're pretty bearish here on pound yen. I mean on US30, right? Oh no, bullish. That's right. 4-hour candle, daily candle, pumping up. Broke the low though, so 4-hour nasty rejection. Yeah, US30 usually gonna rip a little bit later on in the morning. All right, can we get a close below this area here? This will be perfect because if we can get the 830 candle to close below, I'm looking something like this. All right, then we can just wait for 9 a.m. to play out. Let the 9 a.m. candle close, do its little pullback that it needs to do, and then we could take this entry right here at the break of the lows. Something like that. All right, so that's what we'll be looking for. See if we can get it. $15-minute candle's gonna close up here in 5 minutes. And then, yeah, man, if we do get that play, then news comes out at 10 p.m. You can see price drive even further, and at that point we'll be in the trade. So we'll be 30 minutes deep into that trade. So that could push us down, right? So we like to secure profits at certain points, right? Like at this, in that equation, I'd probably secure profits down here. You know, 50%, and then just let the runner potentially turn into some intraday trade. What did pound yen do? Nothing just yet. Yeah, so I would much rather wait for 9:30 because I'm a volume hunter, right? So I look to get into positions when we have volume in the market, and we know that at 9:30 a.m. you have the New York Stock Exchange open, and that pours a lot of volume into gold, and that's when I look to get into positions. So 9 a.m., you know, that celery play is typically what we tend to see. You have a close below at 8:30, 9 a.m. you'll have that little bit of a pullback, but close bullish, you know, let's say back below there, and then 9:30 is going to be the trading candle, and at that point. So we always look to trade when there's volume dumping into the market for the most part. All right, when are you going to have volume for the NY session? Well, you're going to have volume pre-New York, 7 a.m. Eastern. You're going to have volume at the NY Open, which is 8 a.m. Eastern. And then the next point where volume is going to dump in is going to be 9:30, which is the NYSE Open, right? So those are your 3 points where you're going to have a lot of volume dumping into the market. So we look to take advantage of that volume and look to take advantage of during those times to be in positions. Right, Green? Right, Tandy?
Right.
Right on. Right, John?
Sir.
Right, Bikos? Oh, he's awake. I was just testing you, bro. John's my brother. Yeah, you remember him. Yeah, AJ. Agree. The broski. 17, 18-year-old trader. Not 17, 18. He's gonna be the youngest billionaire ever. Yeah, you remember. He jumped on a few simulations.
Nah, yeah, I remember AJ.
Oh yeah. AJ's the truth. So look at that. Rejected that support. Trying to break the high. Do you mainly use 30-minute time frame for closures? 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. So look at our 4 hour. Remember we discussed this, right? We talked about potentially this 4 hour closing above this support, right? So let's say this 4 hour closes bullish now. You officially have a support, right? So the next 4 hour, if this one's gonna come up and break these highs after making a bottom wick, then chances are we're gonna potentially start pushing up here, right? And then let's say we start breaking it, well, on the 1 hour and the 30-minute, we'll see a close above this area, right? So that's when we'll look to take our positions. So all the time frames gotta line up. But as of right now, it looks like we are going to see. You guys notice how I was never like, we're definitely taking sells, we're only taking sells, right? You guys notice that I have a plan for both long and short, right? Because just because we say something's gonna happen doesn't mean that's going to happen, right? Just because we want sells today doesn't mean the market's going to give us those sells, right? We have to watch what's happening. We have to do what the market's telling us to do. So if we create a support here and we start breaking highs here on the 1 hour and pushing up, well, if we get that closure on the 30-minute time frame, you know, chances are you have a clean candle here. We can very easily switch our bias, but we have to wait for the time frames to line up, right? We have to make it make sense. And we're starting to see that 4-hour flip, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm the first time on your stream. Otherwise, already hit the like. Oh, nice. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for liking the stream as well. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, trading gold, GJ, and sample size in US30 right now. So I've sample sized US30 for about 5-6 months. I say we give it another 4 or 5 months, and then we'll look to trade it. Subscribe, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Hope to see you here every day. Any questions that you have, feel free. We do have a Discord as well. I'll drop the link here so you can jump into Discord. Oh. We have a great community there. www. Where's Joe? Where's my bro Joe? There's the link to the Discord. So you're more than welcome to join, but welcome. Welcome. Almost cracked 170 subscribers here in the first 2.5 weeks. So really do appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. We're pushing on our subscribers. So yeah, what are we? 2 weeks and 2 days here. So appreciate the love. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, man. GJ targets for the day, buy the dip as fundamentals, weak for the yen. What's going on here? Yep, so you see you got our bottom wick now, right? So now you have a bottom wick. GJ target for the day is really right up in these areas here. So either 166, 166, 300, somewhere in these levels, I believe. You have a some sort of resistance here, support here, so probably a nice target would be right in these areas. Right here. Take that one away. But yeah, pound yen's been pushing up here, man. Should be good to drive at this point. To be honest, I just haven't really been too into pound yen here this year. I'm trading mainly gold. I think this week was our first actual week of, look at this, wow. Week of movement here anyway. Look at this, damn. 4 hour, last time 4 hour created support was all the way down here. So it's tough to take buys up here right now. 4 hour candles closing up here in 9 minutes. Yeah, GJ's been crazy. Crazy. Huh?
Moving like gold.
Yeah, man. $175 pips since that last support was formed. This move on gold would be like 400 pips. Gold 4 hour has looking like it's creating our support here. Beautiful. Perfect, guys, this is perfect. This is perfection. So remember, the new 4 hour candle is going to open, right? And there's a high chance that this 4 hour is going to create a bottom wick, right? So you're going to need to see a bottom wick at some point before this candle starts pushing up, right? So that's what we're going to wait for. And that may leave us time to find our celery play, because we do want to wait for that celery play.
A good day.
And right now stops are pretty steep, right? 30 minute candles lows all the way down there, so you need some sort of a bottom wick in these areas here. And that would be perfect, because we get a bottom wick, we can have our stops back in the range below previous candle, and then we could see, you know, price push up like this. That's what the 1 hour will look like. 30 minute will look like that celery. Very nice. Perfect. This looks good. 5 more minutes. It's clearing out this range for us, which is very nice. Hopefully we don't just push. Gold is pumping. Pumping. That's good though, because it's clearing out all this range for us right now. Breaking through all this, we get a nice little pullback, get a wick fill, and continue up. So we wait for a pullback on the 30 minute and then the celery play. That'd be ideal, because that would lead to the 930 volume coming in. The fact that I can't get a good night's rest when I'm in a swing is crazy. Yeah, man, I can't swing, bro. I'd be dreaming about the trade.
Yeah.
I will literally think about the trade the entire time I'm sleeping. That's why I just choose to trade the session and get a win, loss, or break even, or no trade, and move on with the day. Swing trades, man, ain't gonna happen. I'd be stressing about the swing trades. So perfect, we've cleared these highs out. literally be dreaming about the trade, dude. Dream that I'm still checking my phone. Where, yeah, I can't get a good sleep. When I used to take trades overnight. Push it, push it. That's why we always wait for candles to close, because if you took those impulse entries down here, you went about 7 pips in profit and then just got destroyed. So we do have the 1 hour, 4 hour, everything closing up here. 4 hour has created that support. But just remember this 4 hour, we have a 4 hour candle now. So it's not like it's a 5 minute or a 15 minute candle, right? It may take a little bit of time to create that bottom wick. And that would be amazing, right? So in this case, the celery play would look something like this. Let's draw it out. You have a 4 hour close, 30-minute candle from 9 a.m. to 9:30, spends time creating that bottom wick. All right, let's say we do close bearish, which would be fine as long as we're closing bearish above this area right here. Everything will be straight. And then this is what your celery play will look like on the way up. Right, so you have 8:30 candle, 8:30, 9 a.m., 9:30. Take a pick. All right, perfect. So candle pushed up right away. Chances are it's going to come down and make a bottom wick here. Let's see what we can do. Challenge is going good. We've got about 2 more weeks or so on it. Or yeah, I think. Yeah, so don't be fooled by this 4 hour push up right away. If it drives, right? But chances are we come down, make a bottom wick. And if not, it just drives. Oh wow, look at that candle here, right? So we always talk about bottom wicks. This candle pumped up right away, end up closing bearish here on GJ. US30 should be getting some volume at this point. Yeah, so you have a nice wick fill here on US30. So we're sample sizing US30 right now, right? So if we get a top wick, respecting the high of this one, we can get in for sells to fill that wick. Need it. I'll be right back, boys. So February has been slow. Pretty slow here. Three pip bottom wick. Interesting. Interesting. So you may see something like this happen on pound yen here.
I bought this new coffee. It should taste like ass.
What up?
I was just saying I bought new coffee and that shit tastes like ass.
Get a Red Bull, extra sugar.
Oh, get diabetes by the time I reach.
This is what we want to see on gold, yeah. So see how now we're gonna get that bottom wick potentially. Oh, we never broke the low there. Never broke the low. I mean, ideally you want to see some sort of bottom wicks in this area right here. Right? Look what happened. Wicks, 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 wicks. So you really do want to see something down here. If we get this bottom wick to come down in this area, we could enter on the flip of this candle again. There he is, Mr. Fernandez. What up? Price has to retrace. What about a sell if price rejects resistance? Yeah, that would be a fake out back into the range. So we can take advantage of that. Price closed back in the range. 930 will be in. But looks like price has got other plans. If anything, we could also take buys above here, right? That would be breaking the daily high. That'd be breaking a 4-hour resistance. No rush. Shout out to all 30 of you on the stream right now. Appreciate you guys coming by. If you can, like the stream for us so we can get this stream out to more and more people. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern. Got 100 and almost the 170 subs. Sub to the stream, guys, so we can crack 170 here today. We need 3 more. We're two weeks and 2 days in. We've almost tapped 170 subs and looking to grow it to 170,000. 170,000. Come on, baby, retrace now. Come on, we want to get a trade in. It's been slow, man. February's been a slow month. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a bottom wick here on this 4-hour candle. It's not gonna, I don't believe that that's our bottom wick. Just saying. $9.09. Oil? No, I haven't looked at oil. What's oil doing? Oil. Oil's pumping. Yeah, nice rally out of here on oil. Celery play? Maybe. Oh. Ooh. Another thing too, chat, this 4-hour really didn't close with a top wick. Very small top wick here. What do we know about candles that close with very little to no top wick? Well, look what happened here. Push back down, right? Just remember what we talked about in this area. If we can get this, would be much better and much safer.
Yo.
Uncle Scout, what's good?
Stop it.
What that would be much better. But starting to see that bottom wick form now. For those that didn't trust me, right? You just jumped in on those buys. Now we don't know where price wants to go, right? We don't know where it wants to go. But ideally, this would be nice. Celery play above this level. And there's our bottom wick theory. So at this point, it's 9:15 about to be. We're gonna wait for the 9:30 candle here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna wait here. We're gonna wait for 9:30. Tired of living day to day. Everyone's still good here, chat? Everyone good? Everybody's still remaining patient? Patience pays, man. I'm telling you. Gold will definitely go back to the 15-minute range. Definitely. There's our bottom wick. 15-minute candle is closed. No bottom wick here, which is nice. So we got what we were looking for here in terms of a bottom wick, right? Just about. But we're just gonna sit on our hands till 9:30 till volume starts coming in the market. As you guys can tell, there's not much volume right now. It's waiting for the NYSE open here, I believe. Oh, dang. Did you guys hear what's going on with Trader's Domain?
What happened over there?
Seems like people can't get their withdrawal.
Huh? Oh.
Big lawsuits happening right now.
Yeah, he's called the Raj then.
Bro.
I'm just scamming everyone.
Well, Raja just came out recently saying that you can get calls even faster than before.
Yeah, Dominion Markets saying they got the fastest crypto withdrawals. Yeah, I would go with like Dominion or KLT Forex. There's a couple good ones. So this candle's now flipped after making a bottom wick. But I think at this point we're just gonna wait for this candle to close. And we should be good. Should be good to get positions here. Yo, took any trades today yet? No, not yet. Not yet. I think we're gonna be waiting for this 30-minute candle to close here. Be nice if we can create a little support and then we'll take it up.
I'm reading the reviews on Trustpilot right now.
Yeah.
This is pretty crazy. Someone's like, please help. I've been waiting 2 months on a withdrawal. I will lose my car, my apartment, if I can't cover expenses by the end of the month.
Oh wow.
I just want my money to take care of my family. I've never been in a situation like this. I don't know what to do in order to get my deposit. That's crazy.
145 million.
Oh, man.
Just nowhere.
I've been waiting on funds since January 9th. And the email stated there's 20 business days withdrawal waiting period.
Supposedly if you have like an average size account, seems like you can get your bread, but big accounts like 6 or 7 figure accounts, they're having trouble.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
That's crazy.
So we got 10 minutes here. We've created a bottom wick on this 1 hour candle, which is very nice. That'll do it for me. This is a good bottom wick. Now we're just gonna wait for the NYSE open here. 15 creating a nice support. So this daily candle has a wick to fill up here, retest these this 4 hour candle. So we do have plenty of room to drive here. All right, we've created a 4 hour support. You have a resistance up here. Resistance up here with a wick to fill right here. So 930 should be able to pump us up. Let's get the gun going here. Hold your ears. Hold your ears. So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. So trade's gonna look something like this. So stop losses are gonna be below this wick on the 4 hour time frame. TPs are gonna be up in this area. Let's see on the 15. Yep. So hopefully we can hold off to break this high. This candle could pull back a little bit. We get a nice bottom, another little bottom wick. Not expecting a huge one because we're gonna have a lot of volume coming in, and then we can enter on the break of these highs. And then probably look to move stops to break even right around this area and hold the whole position here. Probably risk 2% on this trade. But looking good. Remember what I said about after the bottom wick we could enter on the flip, but at that point, you know, there was only 9 minutes left here for the NYSE Open, so pump it. Nice. Anyone watch UFC in the chat? Hell yeah. Big fights coming up here in March.
I can't wait to see John Jones.
Yeah, man. John Jones, the return. Usman's fighting, I believe. Couple good fights. Yeah, the flip wasn't a bad idea here. Do. John Jones. If we get a closure above here, don't expect a major bottom wick. Maybe a little drip down, and then it should pump. What about news in 30 minutes? Yeah, that's in 30 minutes. We'll see if we can get a position before the news. Doom, doom. You missed the trade? Which one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Which one?
Wow, that was good.
That last one? Yeah, we didn't get in that either. Waiting for 9:30 here. But the flip wasn't a bad idea here. Remember what we talked about? Steeper bottom wick, flipping. But yeah. Doom, doom, doom. Still looking good. Yeah, we didn't take that one. The problem was price pushed up to about right here first before making that bottom wick. So if we would have pushed up to like here and then made the bottom wick, we could have entered on the break of the highs, but We either want to see this candle close above or a bit below. We really don't want to see it close right at this resistance. Pick a side, gold. Pick a side. Hey, yo, 175 subs. Appreciate you guys. So we cracked 170 today. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys subbing to the channel, tuning in. We're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern. Trading gold, GJ, a little bit of US30. And yeah. Thank you guys. Congrats, I like your view of trading. Thanks. Thank you. Can we get a little bit of a pullback here in the next 2 seconds? So lock it in here, chat. You got this closure coming up. If we re-break the high, so I'm gonna have a buy stop right here. Buy stops at the break of this high. Stops are gonna be below this low here, and we'll see if we can get it to run. wherever this candle creates a low, that's gonna be the stop loss.
Do you see that?
About that resistance?
This one, yeah, but if we break the high, we should be good. If not, we may come back down, which is fine.
Yo, Nick, when you see that seller play, do you usually see that on the 30 or the 15 mostly?
Usually on the 30 works best. 30, 1 hour, even the 15 is good too.
Because I feel like since I've seen it often on the 15.
Yeah, it happens on the 15 a lot. So I'm actually gonna have my stops below here, this candle. So if we break the high, we should be good to drive here. Let me just set this up. Look to secure some partials right up in this area here.
You put it at 30?
Yeah, so my stops are going to be below this previous 30-minute candle. nasty 4-hour rejection here. So yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna delete these buy stops. We didn't really close above on the 30-minute. If it does break the highs, screw it. I'm gonna delete the buy stops. If we do get a closure back below here, should be good to drive down as well. 4-hour candle is kind of went up to fill that wick, but never really broke it. So. And it would be much better if this candle actually closed above.
Just keep in mind in case it doesn't break. Oh,
What'd you say?
just keep in mind just in case it doesn't break the low.
Yeah, because if we re-break this high now and break that high, it should be good to drive. Respected the low. My only concern here is this resistance.
Yeah.
And that might call for a deeper retest, so when that breaks.
Yeah. Yup. And you don't want price to break this high, but not break this high right here, and just tap you in and then drive back down. So for that reason, I'm gonna I deleted my buy stops, and we'll just wait at this point. Let's see if we can break the 30 low. Gold will close bearish on one day. Just woke up. I dreamt about it. And there you go.
If you can dream it, you can achieve it. I like it.
Yeah, honestly, if we didn't have this resistance, I'd feel much better. But this is not the best. It's best to wait for a candle to close at this point. Still has potential, right? If it drives, it drives though. We've made our decision. We're gonna sit out for at least a 15-minute candle here. And that's it. Last 15 minutes of the 1 hour usually tends to pull back as well. That's coming up here in a few minutes. I'll be right back. BRB.
Don, you enjoying that snow today?
What's that?
Nah, bro, I'm gonna have to shovel in a little bit. Dude, we were so close, bro. I'm not having that.
I
that
know,
much,
for real. I
It's
know.
already March.
I know. I'm glad that there isn't that much though.
Yeah,
Like I'm looking out my window, like at least by me there really isn't that much.
not yet facts. Me either. It's not bad.
I don't want to have to shovel and shit.
Yeah, that's the worst part. I ain't looking forward to it.
You guys don't buy those things like for the front of your car that like scoops it up?
Like a plow.
Yeah, bro.
I don't have that.
You guys need to invest, bro.
Yeah.
Who the
I don't-
fuck?
I don't know if I can
I'm not
attach
even
that.
sure.
I don't even know if I can attach that to a Tesla.
That would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe the Cybertruck.
Like a parking like bumper. Oh man.
You're the man, Maverick. You're the man, buddy. I'm back.
Ew.
Hey yo. Tandy, bandy, scandy, dandy. Fandy, wandy, randy. Mandy. Fandy. Are you a fandy of Tandy?
Oh no.
Oh.
Fundamental Tandy, you heard? Always a fandy of Tandy. How many fandies of Tandy do we have here in the chat? Huh?
Drop a T.
Tandy,
Yeah.
drop a T. Drop a T if you're a fandy of Tandy here today.
You guys don't have. You guys.
Yeah, news at 10 a.m. red folder. Yep. Yeah, boys and girls. Now we got news, so it may be a little bit of a longer stream here today. I might stay on here till like 10:15, 10:30. Four-hour flip bearish, back to bullish. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Tandy, you got fans, kid. Go walk that dog, Tandy.
Oh, got you. He needs it.
We need our other song too, man. Where's our other song? See, y'all didn't like the playlist. Had me switch up the playlist, man.
I was market, bro.
Just let me do my own thing here, man. Let me do my own thing. Let me do what I gotta do here, alright?
Well, I appreciate you guys. Fan of all. Green. Dude. Green has like a personal meta against it.
Not that song. Music was good all stream. Alright, whatever. Whatever, Green. It's Green's world, man. I'm just living in it. You like this music, huh, Green? Someone invested in my Pam with $35. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking 35 dub. W. 175 subscribers. I know the goal was 170 today, but can we get 180? We got 37 people watching right now. Appreciate you guys for showing up. If you haven't subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. Come on, all we need is another 5 of you. Come on, we're here Monday through Friday, putting in work. Putting in that work. This is the work. Oh, here comes that high. Yesterday you went live? Yes, every day. Yep, Monday through Friday. Probably start doing some stuff on the weekend too. Webinars, stuff like that. Oh, we came up to the high and rejected so far. 37 people in the chat. I know we can get to 200 today. Yeah, we can. We can get to 200 subscribers here today. Gang, let's get it. Oh, we would have got slipped a bit. So our entry would have been up here. Oh, there it goes. And there it goes. About time, Green. About time. Who's got FOMO? Hope none of you guys got FOMO. Tandy, did you keep the buy stops? Hey, where'd everyone on Zoom go?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we definitely would have gotten slipped. I wish YouTube allowed gifts in the YouTube chats. Yeah. Hey, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we can get the chat right here, right in the screen here. So we get a little overlay, get the chat in the screen. Yeah, look at that. Pretty sure we would have got slipped at that point on that push. News coming up here in a couple minutes. Hey mate, hey mate, are you a self-taught trader or you took a course? Yeah, I took a few courses. First one was Lambo Raul, took his course. Second course was Swaggy C, which was amazing. Third one was Mr. Raja Banks. And then at that point, I just started learning from Raja and a guy named Don, Controller FX. And those have been my main teachers here over the past year and a half. Great teachers, great teachers. Oh, you never use pending orders? Okay. Yeah, Raja and Don though I think are probably the mentors. So here's the daily, right? If we can break the highs now and close above this level, the daily candle could push up here today. Well, yeah, shout out to Don, shout out to Raja, Swaggy, Lambo, Raul, all them guys. I'm not saying about him, I'm just saying shout out. Oh yeah, shout out to, where is it? Did you say Otis Hill? Shout out to Otis. For helping AJ. $20 pips in and out, nice. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. This 1 hour flip was good, and then this high was decent. So we got news coming in 10 minutes here. We'll see what happens. Good job, Mr. Mullins. Way to go. Congrats. So did anybody leave their buy stops here and get activated?
I deleted mine.
Deleted?
Yeah.
Deleted. I'm in. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's doing what we expected, right? It should come up, tap into this resistance here. And if news goes the right way, I mean, we can pump up. Daily candle. I just don't like we broke the low here. $18.14. Nice. And there it is. Should see 18.19 here. Next stop. We're overextended. Yeah, we're a bit overextended at this point. That 15-minute candle ripped. So here comes 18.14. 18, 14, 18, 19, 18, 19, 80, 40, 18, 19, 80, 20. There we go, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go? There it is. And sold. Boom, tapped. So the idea was there. If this candle here wasn't so wacky, man. Remember it pushed up to like right here? then came down. That candle wasn't so wacky. We would be in from this flip.
My phone died as soon as it started going. But I still kept that buy stop though.
Yeah, I was asking you. So you kept it?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that was kind of target right there, tapped.
Yeah.
To the decimal. Some ugly candles today. Yeah, they're not candles ain't working with us too well today. Yeah, this one closed right below. Remember I was saying we needed to close above or, you know, below. It kind of just closed right at that resistance, so that was tough. That was tough. But we do have the news here in 5 minutes, so let's see what happens, and then maybe we'll get positions at 10:15, 10:30. If not, it is what it is, right? Come back tomorrow. We'll see what direction the news wants to push us in, right? Because if news comes in and pushes us above that resistance, then we have another range here. If not, it may push us down, and we now have this move to retrace, so we'll see. $33. Some ugly candles. Yeah, that was my one and only concern here, was that resistance there. But, you know, as I stated, if we break those highs, we should be good to drive up. So that's what you see the candle do. Drive up, tap into that resistance. Very nice. Oh, Tandy's walking the dog. I smell a W.
Now, 10 o'clock, let's go.
3 minutes. 2 minutes.
Come on. I still have half of this.
Ah. 2 minutes. Dream on, dream on. When that wire hit, when that wire hit.
Yo, my man, you want any baby stuff?
Oh man, I got so much baby stuff. Wow, what you got?
I don't know. It's on the side of the road. It was a guitar, like a princess guitar. It's actually pretty sick.
Oh yeah, princess guitar. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Come here, my man. It smells over here.
It's on the other side of the road and it stinks. Really, Tandy Bandy? Really? Really? Just look at it. All right. 1 minute till news here. 1 minute and 5 seconds. We get this candle to close with no top wick. Next candle drive down. Maybe we'll take some sells. All right, if we can get a closure below there, we can look to take sells coming back down. Aha. Now where to go? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? All right, here comes the news in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Oh! Yeah, so this would have worked out so well for us today, guys.
Andy, you still on that?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
25 is my full TP.
Very
24
nice.
2450.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't even know what the news came out as. I don't even know why I'm holding this right now. One sec.
Good for USD, I'm guessing.
You're approaching a resistance.
So wow, we filled that range right there pretty quickly.
Worse than expected. Okay, good for gold, bad for the dollar. Yeah.
Bad for a dollar, huh?
Yeah.
Pushing up. Yeah, we should continue. Daily candle should continue pumping. Yeah.
I don't know. It's 60 pips. I'm good.
I promise you guys, if this candle wasn't so below this resistance, we would have been in there, man. We would have been in there. But we'll wait for this 15 and then probably call it a day. The ideas were there. It's a rocket ship.
Bring me back to 24 and I'll get out. Alright, I'm out. Oh my god. Alright.
Yep, that's all she wrote, gang. That is all she wrote. Daily candle's moving now. And we discussed all this today, right? The ideas were there, just the entries were a bit sketchy. John, you're still on here? Nice.
Yes, sir.
Did you take anything?
the GJ buys, but I gotta stop that B.
Okay. What US30 do here with this news? Oh, look at that, gang. W. Nice push. Oh, great job, bro. 80 pips. Very nice. Perfect.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, gold just ripped up. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I don't think we would have taken US30 though, because there was no top wick on that candle. Yeah, chat, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be done here for the day. So, had gold push up pretty nicely here. Daily candle looking good. Broke the low, which was weird, but ended up tapping target here today. So that'll be it for the stream. If I do take anything, I'll call it in the signal chat, but yeah, good session here today. Good questions, good conversations, sketchy candles, but other than that, it was a good session. So appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you can, sub to the channel, like the channel. You can tune in with us every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be here, and tomorrow is another day, my friends. So hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you guys mañana.
See you, chat.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Later.
Later. Later, gang. Thanks for coming by. See y'all tomorrow. I see it. Gold ripping. Alright, chat. Later.